Jesus.
There
I was going to get my vape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
All the Americans left.
I'm still here. So yeah, what I figured out is that the way I have it, the recording set up, is it'll record for 2 straight hours before like totally cutting out on us. And I didn't want to like be caught off guard again and then like have to go back and explain what's happening. Are we just not going to talk about how Gesh like actually pulled people's elbow on a bandit?
What did you say?
I said, are we not going to talk about how Gesh pulled the people's elbow on a bandit?
No.
Fuck yeah, I guess.
No.
It's that fighting ring move.
Fenkin would have respected him if it wasn't for the vomit-inducing.
That was too much.
Yes. Vulgar.
Em, I'm getting like I'm still getting like the loading screen from you. Is your internet?
Again? Hold on. Let me...
Restart,
Am I back?
You are back, yes.
I can see you. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, to anybody who might be watching this, I do apologize for this was going to be just like one long video, but apparently my recording equipment doesn't work the way I thought it was, so it's going to be split up into 3 videos. I do apologize for that, but I'll make a playlist or whatever, figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
We are just waiting.
So this started a new recording?
Yes.
Okay.
What? What in?
Did we start a new recording now?
Yeah, we started a new recording. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we're just waiting on Vinn, correct?
No. Vinn, I'm looking at Vinn right now with my eyes.
Vin's here.
I don't
He's
see
here.
Here yet.
Yeah, he's here.
Vinn, are you there?
He's staring right into the camera.
Yes, he's
I'm right
uncomfortably
here.
close.
That's okay. You're not.
Try turning your camera off and on again.
Yeah, you're not showing up on the camera. Hey, there we go.
Yay. That works.
All right. So where we last left off, Gesh did the best thing in D&D ever. And it's going to be followed up by Nox's turn. Nox, you have a couple potential targets. There was a boggle, but it fucked off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
There is a bandit, a very much untouched bandit, holding his crossbow, just being like, and a very hurt-looking bugbear who's at this point covered in his own vomit.
Gross.
But still alive.
But still alive, yes.
Unfortunately.
Very
Yeah.
gross.
The elbow stuff.
Nox figures that it seems like Gesh has the bugbear under control. So we're gonna target the human with the crossbow.
Okay.
Or the human that hasn't been touched yet. We're gonna take aim at him with our short bow.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack.
Dun 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 dun. 20 plus 5.
Wait, natural
That's a
one?
15. No. It's a 15.
Oh, okay. So that's gonna hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yay. See, that's gonna be a D6 plus 3, which is a 6.
All right. So as you draw your bow back and you release the arrow, he was turning around just in time to point it at you, and the arrow is going to slam right into his chest, and he's going to stumble back a bit. Unfortunately, he is still standing, but he looks very rattled with this like arrow in his chest now.
Yeah, one does.
Okay. So next up is going to be, if I am correct, Dhuur'in, everyone's favorite war criminal at this point.
Wanted in 17 countries.
Hey, you don't know. You don't know jack shit about this guy. All you know is he's been setting people on fire and killing people left and right.
Also getting stabbed, right?
Well, sorry that he's the first one to go investigate. Anyway, I would love to Eldritch Blast the human with the crossbow.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll your spell attack.
That's a nat 20.
Oh! First nat 20 for the dice dogs.
It's like Kamehameha.
Do spells get critical?
Yes, I believe so. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me look that up really quick. Spell criticals. No, not Croatia.
This is Dhuur'in's redemption arc.
Is it? Because he's probably about to explode someone else's head.
Okay, so it's the same thing with a spell attack. You roll the damage dice twice.
Oh, dope.
So that's a 19. I'm pretty sure that confirms the critical.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Now I will roll my d10. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me double check. Okay, yeah. Hold on. That's 13 points of force damage.
Jesus H.
Oh shit. Okay. So, as you reach your arms out to cast your Eldritch Blast, you kind of like the blast is a little more like it's got more energy to it than you're kind of used to, and you hear in the back of your mind more pipes, more clay pipes, more. And finally, as you release the bolt, you hear a very clear voice in the back of your mind. Slay them, my child.
I didn't hear what you said.
It didn't. Goddamn.
It didn't cut.
You hear
Say
in a
again.
very deep, resonant voice,
Oh my goodness.
"Slay them, my child."
God.
And you release the Eldritch Blast, and it hurtles towards the air, twisting and just bursting with this strange, arcane, wrong energy, and it slams into the bandit. And you hear another explosion similar to the one from the fight before, but this time when the smoke settles, you don't see anything until you look against the wall and you see an outline of a person like this.
Wow.
Okay. And that just as this happens, you hear, and the Boggle appears back in space, and he kind of.
Oh, there are tears flowing from Dhuur'in's eyes. He is trembling.
Shit. Okay. So, as the Boggle reappears,
What happened?
this got so out of hand. He's gonna like look to his master, the bugbear, and he's gonna kind of run over and start like pulling on the thug's arm as best he can. But it's just these like tiny little hands that can't do anything. All he's really doing is like, moving a
Timber the
finger.
Lion King.
Yeah. Okay. So Fenkin, you're up next.
C. Oh, it's my turn?
Hmm?
What's left? Only the bugbear laying down and the little creature.
And the Boggle, yeah.
Okay. Can I attack the Boggle?
Of course you can attack the Boggle.
I want to attack the
You
Boggle.
can attack.
I'm gonna get your money back, yes. Yes, I want to aim an arrow and shoot at the little ugly creature.
Okay. Roll.
Yes.
Roll your d20 plus your dex plus your proficiency modifier.
Yes. Okay, it's the same. 9.
Come again?
9.
That was your attack roll?
To hit. 9 to hit.
Oh, that was your roll to hit. Okay, so that misses.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You draw
Small
your
to
bow
hit.
and fire, and the arrow it's a very small target, so the arrow just kind of like clatters away from it. Yeah, unfortunately you missed. But now it is Osla's turn. And Osla, now that the boggle is distracted, the oil kind of like disappears into a smoke.
She can move again.
Yeah.
So she's probably gonna try and hit the boggle because he's looking away from her.
Okay, so you look at this little boggle, like trying to get its like pseudo dad up, and you're just like,
You little shit.
so still in your rage. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. How do I do that again?
D20 plus your strength plus the proficiency bonus.
Okay. Strength. Okay. 10.
To hit?
Yeah.
God,
Oh.
you guys suck.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. My ancient old one just spoke to me.
So you bring your hammer up and you slam it down, and you're like, "Yes, I got it." And then you look to the side and you see the boggle still, and you're just like, "Damn it!" Okay.
Policy, we're supposed to revenge me.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
So it is now the thug's turn, and this entire fight is like a circus. Still reeling from the damage that it took from Gesh, and still kind of like spitting up. It's gonna like do its best to try to like stand up, and it's gonna take kind of a wild swing, kind of wild swipe out at Gesh with its mace. Okay, Gesh, what's your armor class?
15.
Okay, it hits. And it's going to do... You take 8 bludgeoning damage. So, this mace comes swinging out, and it slams into your Dragonborn frame, just right into your chest.
Well, oh, I'm on 3 hit points now, so that's wonderful.
Okay. And he kind of like readies himself for a second attack, and he points his trembling mace at you, Gesh, and he says, "You were supposed to make the voices stop."
Jesus.
God.
I feel bad.
Which means, Gesh, it's your turn now.
Oh, cool. Can I go to trip him up with the quarterstaff?
Can you do what?
Can I go to trip him up with the quarterstaff?
Do you mean you want to try to like swipe at his legs?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, make an attack.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the elbow again.
Yeah, get him back on his back.
Oh, this is a joke.
Okay, are you okay?
My phone's dying now, too.
No.
Oh no.
Luckily, I got a long ass cord.
Woo!
No! It's too short!
I just
That's something you hear a lot.
Wow.
Don't let me okay.
The attack roll was a 13, by the way.
That does hit. So go ahead and roll.
Oh, thank God.
Two. Oh God. Alright, I'll just hold it. Fuck.
That's 11 damage.
Okay, so normally when something like this happens, Matthew Mercer says, "How do you want to do this?" And I'm going to make my own version right now so it doesn't look like I'm stealing from Matthew Mercer. So, Gesh, tell me a story. How does it die?
Oh, how does it die? Okay, cool.
Horribly.
Well,
Gruesomely.
so what happens is obviously Gesh, after getting smacked back by that wild Drow, runs up to the bugbear, smacks at its feet, tripping it up completely. So it smacks head first into its own head.
Okay.
Before,
God.
yeah.
All right. Okay, so
I'm not doing anything else though, am I? Yeah.
So
So-
you guys watch as Gesh sweeps his quarterstaff under the bugbear, and the bugbear just tilts in the air, and until the head finally collides with the ground, and you see it hit it at an angle, and there's
Ooh.
just this horrible snap sound.
Ugh.
And when the rest of the body collapse, it moves no more.
Cool.
All right. And
Good
with
grief.
that, the boggle steps back after seeing its master die, and it looks up at Gesh, and immediately recognizes Gesh. So what happens is it clutches its stomach, and you hear a and
No.
16 gold pieces come pouring out of its mouth, covered in a black gooey ichor, before it looks up at you, smiles, snaps, and vanishes.
Fuck.
And with that, you have defeated the bandits in the lair.
Yay!
Okay, so Gesh immediately goes to he gets his backpack and tries to just pick it all up and just trying not to get himself covered in what all the gold is covered in while he tries and just
With his claws.
keeps it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There will be time to clean those later, but you stand amidst all this devastation. A person has been ashed up against the wall. Another one is likely still on fire in the other room. So what do you guys want to do? What do you want to do now that you've...
Dhuur'in has dropped to his knees and is muttering these unhearable incantations just angled directly up at the ceiling.
Okay. All right.
Well, as one does.
He's praising his god.
In that case, are you guys looting the bodies? Are you going to check out the other room?
Funky kind of goes up to us and nudges her, maybe now's a good time for that health potion. Because we have someone kind of dying here.
She doesn't hear him for a second. She's just breathing really, really heavily, she isn't physically there right now.
Okay.
And she's just,
All right. So,
and she's just trying to come out of that rage.
Yeah. So Osla, as you're kind of, everything seems kind of red and hazy in your vision, and you're just kind of and then through the haze, you hear a very muffled voice that becomes very familiar, and slowly you look up at a face that you recognize, and the anger begins to die down, and immediately all the pain that you felt throughout the entire battle washes over you, and you're just like, oh, fuck! Yeah. So, now would be a good time for that potion of healing. Probably.
I think he kind of watches her collapse and just kind of catches her a little bit. If he's able to do that, and just oh god, are you,
Yeah, sure.
are you
Sure.
breathing? Hey, are you breathing?
Do you want to
Okay.
Do you want to take the potion out of her bag and kind of dump it in her mouth like she said she was going to do with Dhuur'in?
Oh, are we gonna use it on Are you? Is she dying?
It seems like she's close.
Okay, then yes, I will use the. Finkin kind of like holds her up with one hand while he kind of rummages through her bag and takes out the potion and uncorks it with his mouth and just sort of pours it into her mouth and watches so that she swallows it.
All right. Okay. So you heal 8 points of damage. You heal 8 points, Ozla.
Fuck. Got too excited, sorry. What did you say, sorry?
You heal 8 points.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, fuck! Stand
Maybe
for
prop
this.
us up against something. I don't know.
I am.
It's charging.
I am. It's like this. This is what we're dealing with.
Okay. So we have Dhuur'in vaping apparently.
There might be some green glowing fire coming out of his mouth. You don't know. He's talking eldritch.
So Gesh and Nox, what do you guys want to do? What are you guys doing?
Nox is sitting down and just licking the fur on her arms, trying to get it to to lay down because she's very ruffled.
I love it.
She does have 4 health points, so she's pretty gruff, but and she looks very disheveled and slightly grumpy and is probably muttering to herself a little bit in annoyance, but then she will in the middle of doing this, while she's still like licking her wrist, she also takes off her backpack and kind of puts it down next to her and then like one-handedly opens it and starts like rummaging around looking for like some bandages or something to help out. And then she kind of is she's just there trying to get out her first aid and put that like +5 medicine that she has to good use.
Okay, so you're able to not heal your wound, but you're able to like bandage it up in a manner that's not gonna get infected or anything like that. Is nobody gonna loot the bodies? Is no one gonna loot the bodies?
I'm busy.
Trying to survive here.
I mean, 2 of them got eviscerated, so
That's true.
Yeah, there's only one body that we can kind of loot right now.
And there is that
Yeah.
other room that you guys haven't checked out yet. So, Gesh.
Come on! Sorry.
So,
No.
so Gesh, I'm assuming you kind of want to rifle through the bugbear's pockets.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
after collecting up all the like disgusting acid covered gold, Gesh sort of limps over with his 3 hit points and goes to loot the bugbear.
Okay.
Whatever he has.
All right. So, Ethan, as you again, there's not a whole lot there in the bugbear's pockets. Fortunately, there is about 10 gold which you can pocket. 10 clean, non-ickery gold.
Thank God for that.
But you also find a fragment of a journal. It's not nearly as well kept as like the journal that Dhuur'in found. In fact, it only seems to be the last page that survived. The rest is like covered in his own blood, so it's totally illegible. But you do find a message, which I will now send you, and you can read aloud if you wish.
Ooh.
I love that Gesh went from being the poor.
Shit, this is actually kind of
Give me
long.
the righteous one.
Okay. 14th of Star, 812 PD. So Valley wasn't kidding when he said that his shimmer stout stuff was the strongest thing he'd ever tasted. Seems like it was exactly what I was looking for to block out the voices in my head. Ever since the coast, I've not felt the same. I swear on every god there is, if I ever see that little prick Nanfoodle ever again, I'm going to wring his green neck. I never should have bought any of those trinkets he was just pitching away. I sent to Valley and some of the other boys out to see if anyone at Pride's Call would come looking for the delivery. If we're lucky, They might have some more shimmer stout with them. If not, then at least it's easy gold. We'd probably better pack it up after, though. Crown's guard might get a bit suspicious if a delivery cart and a search party goes missing. Don't know where we'd go, though. Actually, we might just head back south. Maybe he'll go through with paying them for the little visit and see what you can do about all these nightmares before I cave his worthless goblin skull in.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So with that, there's another room to check out if you guys want. Dhuur'in, you can not Dhuur'in. Gesh, you can feel free to pocket that little note scrap that you found. Are you guys heading into the next room?
Yes.
By now, Dhuur'in has come down from his power high. He'll stand back up, pat his robes off, wipe his face clean of tears, and act like it never happened.
Act like he never just like aerosolized another mortal being. All right. So as you guys kind of pick yourselves up and get into the next room, you find that this room is a bit more lived in than the other one. It's much more well lit. There's a bunch of torch sconces all over the place. But as you walk in, you see that there's just there's a bunch of barrels, all with the Stonebrow Brewery emblem kind of pressed into the wood. And you immediately recognize that this stuff is supposed to be shimmer stout. Nox, go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
With you said?
With advantage. Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Okay, give me a second.
Yep, these are definitely barrels.
24.
All right. So
I am perceiving the fuck out of these barrels.
even with just a little sniff in the air, the air is heavy with the same smell that you memorized back at Hillshoulder Brewery. This is definitely shimmer stout.
Nice.
You guys can look in one of the barrels if you want to, but Nox is really sure that it's shimmer stout. And as you look around, you see that some of the barrels have been kind of. Sophie, you good?
I'm good. I just knocked the wire.
She about to go into rage mode again.
You can see that some of the barrels have kind of been arranged to look like a big throne, which was probably what the bugbear was sitting on. You can see that one of the barrels has like a fist-sized hole punched into it, so he was probably like taking big old swigs of the stuff. But other than that, there's also a simple wooden chest set up against the rocks further back in the cave.
Ooh, a chest.
Ooh.
All right. Fenkin would like to, after he gets Osla back on her feet and enter the room, he immediately notices the chest rather than the barrels, and he proceeds to go closer to it and would like to see if he can open it.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw. Make a Constitution saving throw. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna.
Jesus Christ.
So as you approach the chest, and you kind of like give it a little jostle to see what kind of lock you're working with, and that being not no lock at all, because the lid kind of like pops open in your hand, and you're like, oh shit, okay, and you kind of push it open, and inside there really isn't much of anything inside. At first, you even think it might be empty, but as you kind of like as you look further into the chest, you see two things. One is a small card. The other seems to be like a glass ball.
Ah, interesting. Okay. So he reaches inside and he picks up the card and he turns it over in his hand to look at it.
Okay, just a second.
Please tell me that's what I think it is.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Have a whole trading deck on us.
During his book will be like a little book of collection cards instead.
Okay, just 1 second. Just a sec. Hang on. All right.
If we get ambushed by Yugi,
You ready?
Damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, as you pick up the card and inspect it, you see that it's a very embossed, very smooth feeling card. And it's kind of got this silver trim around it. And there's a picture on it as well. It's a very strange looking animal. It has 3 heads, one of a lion, one of a snake, and one of a chicken. And on the little scroll, kind of on the bottom, you see Chimera. So please add Chimera card, silver rarity to your inventory.
Nice.
All right. I love how there was this mysterious item and a card, and you immediately went for the trading card.
What's that glass ball? What's that glass ball? Is it magic? Is it magic?
Is it still my turn? Can I pick it up?
Well, there's no turns per se outside of combat, but yeah, you can pick up the glass ball too. If you
All
want.
right. So I look at the card for a bit. He grimaces a bit at the picture. It's not very pretty.
Oh shit!
Tuck it
I
away.
forgot. I have to have you make a history check for the card.
Oh. All right. What do I roll, boss?
D20. Add your history proficiency. That's in your skill.
3. Oh, okay. It's not gonna be good. 5.
You have no idea what this thing is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You flip it over,
He has-
you read the word
He's got
Pocket
20
Heroes
now.
trading cards, and you have no idea what it means.
Yeah. So he just kind of looks at it and then tucks it away for now, and then picks up the glass ball to inspect
Okay.
it.
So as you pick up the glass ball, you kind of turn it around in your hand. It's about the size of your hand. You know, it's pretty small, and you're kind of like turning it around in the air, maybe holding up the torch to see if it does anything special. So you don't really know what this. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Alright. What did you say?
Can I make an Arcana check too, looking over his shoulder?
Absolutely, you can both make Arcana checks.
Oh, an Arcana check. Huh? Oh, I got a 12.
Okay. What did Dhuur'in get?
I got a 10.
Neither of you. You can tell that there's something magic about this thing, but you're not really sure what it is. You don't really have like a frame of reference. Oh no!
I catch it.
So Finnegan tosses it over his shoulder.
Yes.
Does anybody want to try to catch it?
I want to catch it. I don't want it to break.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Oh fuck.
A dexterity check.
And you're using it.
14.
Huh?
Okay, so
You-
because you were watching it so intently, you were able to be like, "Oh no!" And like you kind of like. But yeah, there. Unfortunately, it seems like the bandits have drunk a lot of the barrels, but there are at least hang on. Okay, yeah. So there's at least half of the barrels left, so about 50 barrels left. And while that's not great, you do know that that's going to be more than enough to please Floyne. So, and obviously you can't take all these barrels back with you at once. So you guys decide to like load up as many as you can into the cart, which is about like 10 or so, so you guys can still sit comfortably and all that. Maybe Ozzy gets in the back this time, so because she takes up less space. But with that, you travel. You guys travel your way back to Pride's Call, just in time for Harvest Close Festival, because it is the 3rd of Fessuran, and as you kind of like roll into town, you know, there's already festivities going on. You can kind of see fireworks going off in the background. You hear people like dancing in the streets and laughing. And as your cart kind of like makes its way through the crowd, people are slowly turning around, looking up from their plates of food and all that, and they're dancing. And they see the stone brow emblem on the side of the barrels, and immediately everybody starts like whooping and hollering and cheering because Shimmer Stout's back, baby. All right. And as Nox pulls the cart towards the Tiller's Burrow and towards the Hillshoulder Brewery, which is a bigger building kind of near the entrance of the Tiller's Burrow, they're just in time to watch as a red-headed dwarf kind of makes his way out of the building, wiping his hands, and he looks over at you, and he's like, "Oi! Are you alive?" All right. What are you guys doing?
Fenton is sort of jumping off the wagon, dusting his clothes off, not really saying or doing much else.
Okay, so as soon as Fenton gets off the wagon, Floyd, who's like openly sobbing, kind of walks over to you and just like wraps around you. Again, he's a dwarf. He's only like 4 feet tall, so he's like burying his face into your stomach, and you hear like a muffled, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you."
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Like,
Dhuur'in will get out of the cart and kind of go around the opposite side that they are, so he's as far away from this as possible.
you dropped my ropes more than they are already dirty.
So as you push Floyd away, he's just like, "Oh, so you found the Shimmer Stout. What happened?"
It's a long story.
I can tell. And he kind of like realizes then and only then that you've got like blood stains on your robe, and he kind of looks at his apron, which now also has blood on it, and he's like, in that case, we'll save it for later. It's rather close. I think it's time for a bit of a celebration, isn't it?" And he'll kind of make his way over to the cart and haul off one of the barrels, and not at all with a crowbar this time. He'll reach to his side and pull a goblet off that was kind of like clanking off of his belt, and he'll just smash it into the barrel and pull it out. And he'll hold the drink out towards you guys, and he'll say, "Aye, you've done some good work, huh?"
Nox is what happened?
Oh god! All falls over with excitement.
Yes.
Hang on.
Repeatedly.
Sorry,
Repeatedly.
it's between me and the table, so whenever I like jerk this way, it's like, fuck you. So
Okay, Fenton kind of stands there awkwardly. He's not used to being thanked. He doesn't know how to handle it.
Just gonna awkwardly nod.
You're like,
Nox comes down and walks over to them, and gestures at the barrel and makes direct eye contact with the dwarf and says, "I am getting a cup of that first." And that's all. And then she's gonna keep walking.
He hands over the goblet to you, and he says, "In fact,
fuck yeah,
drinks for all. Happy harvest close." And with that, we will come back next time to Dice Dogs.
we did it!
Dude, look at the clock.
I know, right?
All right. So,
oh my god.
before we all go, everybody add 50 gold to your inventory, as that's your reward for this.
Yes.
50 gold.
Rich.
All right.
Wait, do you add that in the little squares on the side of your inventory?
That's correct. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where it says GP, it's your gold.
Oh, it's so small. Okay.
It is.
So,
average.
first timers, did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
It was fun. Sorry for being all over the place, but it was genuinely really
totally
fun.
fine.
It's okay.
It's totally fine. People who have played before, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yes, it was great.
All right.
I loved it. You did great, Connor.
All right. In that case,
Yeah, you're awesome.
Dice Dogs. Who wants to go again next weekend?
Go. Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, go to the kennel or something.
All right.
You never want to go again.
I am down.
Pretty fun.
Fantastic. All right. Then we will see everybody next Sunday. Thank you for watching. Guys, thank you for playing. Happy
Hell
Valentine's
yeah.
Day.
Yay!
Happy Valentine's Day.
You know what? Give me a Dice Dogs howl. Sure, go right ahead. Signing off.